CEO Fleming said BSP's Ranandi branch in Honiara has 20 staff and they are all safe, along with other BSP staff operating in Honiara following violent protesting in the area in recent weeks.
In Honiara itself, we have 4 branches. We've got to have our Ranandi branch, which is really just on the outskirts of the central business district, and within the central business district, we have our main branch at Heritage Park, which is our branch and head office. We have a branch at Honiara Central. We've also got a branch in the CBD called Point Cruz, and they're all within a pretty short distance of each other, probably around about 1 kilometre from one side to the other. And then Ranandi is on the way into town from the airport. Ranandi's the branch which had about 20 staff, and that was the branch which was destroyed by fire during the riots and civil commotion late last week.
A number of Papua New Guineans have been working at various BSP branches in Honiara, with the country manager a Papua New Guinean who just started in her role there after going through 3 weeks of quarantine when the branch building got burnt down.
All of our staff are safe. Country manager Sandra Forrow, who is from Papua New Guinea. Sandra had arrived in Honiara best part of 6 weeks ago. She spent the first 3 weeks in quarantine as part of the COVID arrangements that Solomon Islands has in place for any international visitor, and she was into her second week when we had these riots. Therefore, she's safe. We also have another Papua New Guinean, Imelda, who's in charge of our BSP finance business in Solomon Islands. They're both safe, as are the staff. We have about 300 odd staff in Solomon Islands in total, the majority of whom are Solomon Islands. We also have a Fijian Indian who's one of our finance people.
Apart from its PNG operations, which have experienced some disruptions as a result of riots or protests over the bank's history, it is the first of such experiences for the bank in its offshore branch operations outside of PNG.
In PNG, as we know, going back 30 or 40 years, from time to time there can be disturbances which result in the business at large being affected. Around the Pacific, by and large, we haven't had these situations in any of the other countries we've operated until now. As we do know, up until a few years ago, there was a regional assistance force within Solomon Islands, Ramsey, which was there to provide law and order protection and uplift in the capability of the Solomon Islands police force.
Dennis Orere, National EMTV News.